you like, that's your body. What you really want, that's your soul. Greatness is when your soul transcends your body. The natural feeling of the body being a sloth, you feel terrible. I'll tell you one sidebar and then we'll open up to questions. I've counseled many young guys who've gone through problems with pornography. So when I ask these guys, when they're addicted to pornography, how do they feel the next morning? They all tell me they feel like garbage. It's a complete affront to their self-esteem, because deep inside you can't kid your soul, and your soul is telling you this is debased, immoral, and disgusting. But there is a certain drug and a certain thrill, and in the moment, if you want to get that high, that's exactly any addiction. That's the struggle we have, is between the soul and the body. The good news is as follows. The good news is the soul that you've got is the greatest soul that any human being, as I said, can be bestowed with. A Jewish soul has the ability to transcend. A Jewish soul, there's no nation on this planet that's been through more than the Jewish people. And the vicissitudes that we've been through and the muscles that we've flexed has ensured us of the following for sure. The Talmud in Sanhedrin says every single one of you sitting in the room right now was handpicked by God. There are thousands of people your age and stage. What's today? Tuesday? That are out rocking, partying, getting drunk, but for some reason you chose to be here. You chose to spend, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes listening to what life's about. Unfortunately, most people think Torah is medieval, antiquated, but this is what life's about. This is the instructions for living. It's the GPS. And God's saying, we all have the very final destination. I want you to be successful. I want you to be happy. I want you to have a great relationship. I want you to have healthy children. This is the book that's going to tell you how to get there. And at times we recalculate. And we're all different. There's all different journeys. But at the end of the day, He loves us. And He loves each and one of you more than we will ever be able to fathom. The fact that you land up here, you've got to understand, in the world out there, you are the diamonds. You're literally the diamonds in the rough. So I'm not saying this to try and endear myself to you. It's not my style. It's not what I do. It really is. It speaks volumes, and it's tremendously rewarding for a speaker who has been doing this for a long time. It's harder and harder to get through to people. We're fighting huge distractions. When I started on the speaking circuit, the concept of ADD wasn't around. Ritalin it's a crazy world out there. The fact that you're here, to me, gives me the energy to know that it's whatever efforts and time that I put in is well worth it. I want to end with this, and then please we'll take questions and whatever you guys want to say, what we want to talk about. Probably the thing that pains me the most, when I say to people, why don't you take some time out and learn a little bit about your background, we're a special people. There's the common theme I always hear, but you don't understand, Rabbi. There's a storm. There's a storm in my life. I just broke up with him. I got to figure this out. I got to get into. I got to get into this Ivy League school. I got to get married. I got to get divorced. There's a huge storm. You know what I'm going to do, Rabbi? Call me in 4 months. Let me wait till the storm subsides, and then we can talk about. So here's what I'm here to tell you. If nothing else, life's not about waiting till the storm to subside. Life's about dancing in the rain. At this point in my life, I've probably spoken to 50,000 people. I have yet to speak to a person who said, Rabbi, I have no complaints. Everything's cool. Hopefully I've underscored the point that if there's indifference and everything's cool, it's not a good sign. We all have pain. That's why we're here. We're here to overcome. We're here to make the lemon into lemonades. Here's the beautiful thing. The beautiful thing is the first thing a Jew says when you wake up in the morning is a concept called Modeh Ani. The last 2 words in Hebrew is Rabba and Munasecha, which loosely translated is, I have faith in you. God's got faith in every single person. He's rooting for you. He only wants the right things, the best things for you. Only wants the biggest happiness for you. And so my blessing to each and every one of you as the sun sets after Sukkot, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and we start a new year, is that this year should be, as Michael said, this year should be the turning point in your life. This year should be the year where you focus on what you want, not what you feel like. There are hundreds and thousands of people, sadly, that are lost out there. There are a lot of unhappy people out there. There are a lot of people that think that what you see in People magazine is the life of happiness. I've represented people, we don't have to drop names, public knowledge, some people know. My first case was Janet Jackson. I was in my 20s. I represented Manny Pacquiao, probably one of the best known boxers in the world. We represent some very famous people. I played the role of the rabbi in their life, and when you get to know these people, a lot of them I don't wish this on anyone, I wish only good, but a lot of them are leading lives, are desperate, are really of desperate confusion. Because at some point in time, muscles atrophy, the sun sets, and then they've got to face, why they're here. So I think what you folks are doing by taking some time out and understanding why we're here, what's special about the fact that we choose, what's special about the fact that we've got a GPS in life, gives strength and comfort to someone like myself. And I wish you a year of happiness, of health, and only good things. And I'm happy to take any questions. Thank you for listening.
Amen.